Yeah. So for family, I mean, we've started putting some of the ducks in a row of like, we know we want to be back in Vermont.
Yeah.
Long term.
Yeah.
So, right at the beginning of the pandemic, we found our dream house, like dream location. It's on 17 acres. It's like stone throw from town. So it's like, it's out in the countryside. So it's like, all right, we know we want to raise kids in that type of scenario. So like we bought that. We'll move there this summer for a little bit. But, in terms of like raising kids, I want to give kids the same opportunities that I had. My parents didn't put themselves a single time through my childhood.
Yeah.
They drove the older cars. They wore the shittier clothes, like all these things to give my brother and I the opportunities. If we wanted to play instruments, I had a drum set, my brother had a saxophone. We did that. And then, my brother with painting and music and art, all these different things. For myself, it was traveling for weightlifting competitions, going skiing on the weekends. Like we had every opportunity. Mm-hmm. And so I don't know what that looks like for our kids, but I just want to give them the opportunities to try whatever they want to try.
Do you think you're going to try to get your CrossFit career, get that to the end before you do kids?
Yes.
Like your parents?
That was a decision that we had.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Same. I mean, we've sat down a lot of times and had the hard talks of like, everything from like, when do we want to start a family? When do we actually want to officially get married? Mm-hmm. Where do we want to live? How do we want to live? What are our spending everything?
How do you do that?
Well, let me tell you.
But the one thing that was a very easy decision was that when we have kids, I want it to be like how my parents raised me. Of like the day they had kids, their skating career was over. Like now their life revolves around kids and giving that awesome life. And so part of it is I want to dedicate everything to training while I'm training. I don't want to have any what ifs of like, what if I wasn't up changing diapers or any of that. I want to dedicate the time and effort that I feel is needed. I never want to compete just to compete. I want to compete to try to be the best.
Right.
But then the other thing is like, not only is it going to take your time away from the gym, but like, I don't want to be that dad that like the kids don't see for weeks at a time or whatever it is, I want them to be the priority.
Yeah.
So, and then with the competition season, we don't know what we're getting year to year, month to month type thing. Like, I mean, especially 2020, who saw this one coming? Right. So yeah, we want to wait until like the competition career is done and then we'll.
Yeah. Are you going to be the guy that has to be carried off the floor when you're done? How will you know when you're done?
I've always said, and this is from my weightlifting career, as long as I'm happy and healthy. Mm-hmm. So those are the two check marks. I don't want to be one of these athletes that's walking with a limp for the rest of his life. And then I saw how I ended my weightlifting career, and it was with so much resentment that like it was this piece of my life for 10 years, and then I wanted nothing to do with it. I didn't want to have the conversations about it. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to be anyone around that was doing like, and so like, I see this, like I'm having the second opportunity with a sports career that I'm like, well, no, I want to love this when I walk away. So I'm sure it will make walking away that much tougher. Sure. Like I've been at competitions or been in scenarios where I'm like, maybe I'll be lucky enough that my knee will just fold the wrong way. Maybe my back will re-break. Like I know
decision made for you.
Exactly. There's no decision made.
Right.
It's like, I know I can recover my knee. I know I can fix my back. I did it once. I'll do it again. But it takes that, like, is it the right time? Is it not the right time? Like the decision's made for you.